stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Sunday. No football. Which means there's no reason for anybody to not show up to this. No reason at all. Of course, now that I say that. Hi, Agrid. As you can see, my hair is out of control. I know that's kind of been the topic. Now you're stuck in here for a second, Kitty. Oh, that's from a long time ago. Let's throw that away. Kitty, who likes tummy rubs. Actually, he just tolerates them. This is Ronan. He was the runt. He's the one I picked out. He made Kitty. Can you hear him purring? He knows his daddy. I spoil my cats. It drives my wife crazy. All right. Sup, Amber? Good to see you. I'm reading the forward to the first edition because you read it yesterday in the meeting. I'm like, that'd be a good Daily Trudge. So I stole your idea, Amber. Sunday, I'm not quite awake yet. It's a nice day, huh? Nice day. Yeah. All right, kitty cat. Moving along, Mr. Kitty Cat. Oh, dude, don't do that. Okay. Do you ever sometimes give a thumbs up to something, to a comment, just because you want the conversation to end? It's like, okay, I do it all the time because I don't feel like I don't. Here's my thing. I'm not going to try and change anybody's mind, and I'm not going to go out of my way and try to do it either. Okay. It's not my place. And my cat is very happy right now. Okay, dude. All right. So we're gonna do the forward to the first edition. Let's do some introductions. He's gonna start biting me soon. Watch. He's gonna get excited and start biting me. Dude, yeah, gross. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm an alcoholic. You'll bite it. All right. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching live or the rewatch, or maybe you're just here for the cat. You might be here for the cat. Some people aren't. All right, dude, this isn't going to work, so you're going to need to get out. Okay. Oh, he's going to be back because the door's shut. Door's shut because my father-in-law's here. I read it solely because it had the word on it. So, yeah, I'm here for the cat, too. Nothing wrong with, we're come for the cat, stay for the learning. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I like the fact that it has the word honest in it also. Um, because I tend to agree with that. Now that I've gone through the first step, I can really see why we needed the word honest in there. But it drives away. It drives away. You know that Dion guy with the cat. you know you know that cat dude. that that cat dude that goes live. Maybe I should call it the daily meow. All right. Daily meows. Did you hear that? He doesn't meow very often. Oh no, that's another cat wanting in. What are we? Oh, that's my wife being a little shit. Honestly, that just irritated the fuck out of me. All right. All right. Now that the cats are all out of the fucking room. All right. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for being here. Forward to the first edition. This is the forward as it first appeared in the printing of the first edition. Of the first edition in 1939. I might get more viewers if I called it the Daily Meow. All right. We. There it is. This stuff always starts with we. Always starts with we. Okay. We of Alcoholics Anonymous are more than 100 when my dyslexia is still in full swing. We of Alcoholics Anonymous are more than 100 men and women who have recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. You missed the cat and stuff. We've decided to change this to the Daily Meow because we're here for the cats. So recovered. I'm a recovered alcoholic. There are many recovered alcoholics here. Recovered means you've made it to the 10th step. We're just going to keep that part nice and simple today. That's all it means. It means you're allowed to use your brain again. It means that I no longer run around in a made-up world. It means that I have grown up. Right? It means that for the most part, I have grown up. Okay? Emotionally, I take responsibility for my own emotions. I take responsibility for my actions. And I can do that because it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay? To show other alcoholics precisely how we have recovered is the main purpose of this book. That's the only reason for this book. It is all we do. It is all we do. Now, forward to the first edition is a great reminder that we have lanes and that we need to stay in our lanes. Okay? For them, we hope these pages will prove to be so convincing that no further authentication will be necessary. That's what they're hoping. Okay? Now, it isn't just the first 164 pages, but it is actually the stuff in the back. It is the stories. Okay? When I have somebody that is new, okay, they're not allowed to read the first 164 pages without me. They can read the stories in the back. There's plenty of them. 90% of the book is the stories. Why do I do that? It's the first step. It's the first step. Okay? I don't want them reading this without me. Because then what happens, they're going to get ideas in their head, and then I have to change those ideas, and that takes more time. But that's just me. Okay? They're allowed to read the big book, Living Sober, and the 12 by 12. Beyond that, no. No, nothing. Well, then what do they get? Well, that doesn't mean that they can't pick up some sci-fi book and read it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying no self-help books. No, you are not going to add anything else onto this. Why? Because it doesn't need anything else. It doesn't require anything else. All right. We think this account of our experience will help everyone better understand the alcoholic. Many do not comprehend that the alcoholic is a very sick person. And besides, we are sure that our way of living has its advantages for all. Okay? And that's where the responsibility statement kind of comes in. Okay? Now, I'm willing to help anybody that comes along, but alcoholics are my boys, right? Okay? Not that I don't love everybody, but I have to remember who I am and where I come from. Okay? I can't think I'm all that, right? Because I'm not. I don't know the NA book. I don't know the OA book. In fact, they probably know this stuff better than I do because they hear AA crap all the time. So they probably know better than I do. Okay? It's not none of this is a competition. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right there. I'll tell you guys my kitty cat story. Okay. Hey. Because I'm a cat whisperer. I'm not kidding. So one day I was outside, I was 7 years old, and I was playing in the front yard. Right? And the next door kitty comes over, and I start petting it, and she starts pooping in my lap like these really weird looking white poops, and I freaked out. I went inside. I'm like, Mom, catch pooping on me. And we go outside, and I tell her what's going on. She was having her babies on me. And since that time, I've been marked. And cats either love me or they fucking hate me. There's no in between. Mostly love. Not very many cats that hate me, but I've met some. I'll walk into somebody's house, a cat will run up me, sit on my shoulder, and people will go, that cat hates everybody. And I'll be like, obviously not everybody. So I don't know what it is. Okay. I also don't feed my cats twice a day. I don't tout on them. I determine when love is happening. Right. Okay. Now you know why it might get cat stuff. Okay. It is important that we remain anonymous because we are too few at the present to handle the overwhelming number of personal appeals which may result in from this publication. Okay. That's no longer true. That's where anonymity started from. Anonymity was the fear of the overwhelming number of personal appeals that would have come in. That's where anonymity started from. That was the fear that people would send things and then these people would fall through the cracks. There's nothing like a person that has reached out to you that ends up falling through the cracks. It's happened to me and it hurts. So you got to be careful. Okay. Being mostly business or professional folk, we could not well carry our occupations in such an event. We would like it understood that our alcoholic work is an avocation. So that means we do it because we want to. Pretty much. When writing or speaking publicly about alcoholism, we urge each of our fellowship to omit his personal name, designating himself instead as a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. Very earnestly, we also ask the press to observe this request, for otherwise we shall be greatly handicapped. Okay? Now, notice the press, they'll mess with everybody. They don't mess with us, do they? They don't mess with AA, do they? They are taught when they go through schooling and stuff that you don't fuck with AA. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. You don't fuck with AA. You ain't going to win because it ain't going to fight. You can talk shit about AA all you want. It will do nothing. Nothing will happen to it. Okay? I've heard the gamut. I've heard the gamut. And I'll be the first one to tell you that AA is not the only way. It's not. And that's okay. I know people from Celebrate Recovery. I know people from Smart Recovery love it. They do the same work. It's still the same work. You still do the same 12 steps. It's just presented a different way. Smart Recovery is for people that don't like God. Celebrate Recovery is for people that love Jesus, that are a lot more Christian. AA is for people that are a lot more non-denominational, that just really we don't go for the religious aspect, but we love our spirituality. See, there's a path for everybody. There really is. But these paths are not new. They've been around for 50 years. They're not new paths. They've been around. Wellbriety is another good one. A little bit more specified to a group of people. I never know what to call anybody anymore, so I just kind of, they, them. We are not an organization in the conventional sense of the word. Not in the conventional sense. Why? Because we don't care about money. We don't care about outside issues. We don't care about any of that stuff. Not as a group. Okay? So you're not going to go into a meeting and the topic's not going to be who's going to be the president-elect. It's not going to be on whether Taylor Swift should be at the Super Bowl or not. Okay? It's not going to be about LGBTQ. No, it's going to be about alcoholism, because once we're all in that group, we're all one person. Right now, we are all one person. We are taking all of our efforts right now. Okay, there's 5 of us here, and we're taking all of our efforts and we're putting it towards one thing. That is powerful. A lot more powerful than you know. Okay? And when we do stuff like this and we learn and we find out more, when I find out more, what I want to do is give it away, especially when I found out something new, right? Oh, you want to pass it on? I just found out this life hack, and it's not going to be cool until I let somebody else know, right? It's kind of like when you buy a new car. It's just a new car until your best friend sees it. Then it's a cool car. But until your friends see your car, it's just another car. There are no dues or fees, whatsoever. None. That includes your Medicaid card. The only requirement for membership is an honest desire to stop drinking. There it is. That's what us Virgos we're waiting on. Right? An honest desire. Now, in the beginning, I did not have an honest desire to stop drinking. I didn't know what that meant. Okay? And that's why it was taken out. So what do? We're still going to go for that honest piece. Okay? But what we're going to do is allow this. We're going to allow them to be as honest as they can. Okay? Which might be full of lies. That's okay. That's as honest as they can be at the present moment. Remember? See? This is why it's important that we approach people and we don't wait for them to approach us. That kills people, just so you know. They will sit there by the wayside. They will not ask for help. Oh, they gotta ask for help. They're at the fucking meeting. They're asking for help. They're desperately crying out. I can hear it. I can hear the screaming, the yelling inside their head for the freedom. Have you ever been to a point in your life where you just want you to shut up? Yeah. There were a lot of times in my life I was like, Dion, I wish you would just shut up. And it's not like that anymore. I haven't said that to myself in a long time. All right. We are not allied with any particular faith, sect, or denomination, nor do we oppose anyone. We simply wish to be helpful to those who are afflicted. That's it. There's no controversy here. We don't do that here. And take that crap outside the meeting. Okay. This is why it's important that when we go to meetings that we're careful on what we do. Speak with the topic. No dumping in meetings. Okay. We've actually kind of gotten to a point in some of these meetings where it's a daily check-in. This isn't IOP. Okay, this isn't IOP. I don't need to hear your ongoing story of drama from your sister about your sister. I don't need to know that. I'm making that up. I don't know. Okay. Nobody needs that. That's why we have a sponsor. That's why we have therapists. That's why we have closed mouth friends. Okay. The meetings are for our experience, strength, and hope. Meetings are about the solution. And that's all they should ever be about. When I speak in a meeting, I bring the solution. That's it. I don't talk about my problems in meetings. It's not where they belong. No, I'll bring them here before I bring them to a meeting. You guys are my friend. You guys are my friends. You're the ones helping me, right? Okay. And I'm helping you. Right? We know the situation here. Good stuff, man. It's just, and that was something my friend Lori, and I'm so glad she did this because it made me understand what I was doing so much better. It isn't about what I'm saying or what it is that I'm doing. It's about the correct arenas. Okay. Well, so I set up arenas for me to be able to do things because the meetings aren't for that. All right. We shall be interested to hear from those who are getting results from this book, particularly from those who have commenced work with other alcoholics. We should like to be helpful in such cases. Inquiry by scientific, medical, and religious societies will be welcome. Will be welcome. Happy Sunday. Yeah. I think I'm going to do the daily reflections real quick, too. Seemed like there was something in there. Our paths are our own. There was nothing left for us but to pick up the simple kit of spiritual toolkits laid at our feet. We each get a toolkit, and it comes with a couple of tools. It comes with the key of willingness. Yeah. And probably a lot of phone numbers. Right? Probably a lot of phone numbers. But you're going to get a toolkit. Everybody gets a toolkit. Okay. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 25. My first attempt at the steps was one of obligation and necessity, which resulted in the deep feeling of discouragement in the face of all those adverbs, courageously, completely, humbly, directly, and only. I considered Bill W. fortunate to have gone through such a major, even sensational spiritual experience. What? Fortunate? Unless you've been through it, I probably wouldn't talk on it. I wouldn't have wanted it. No. If I'm honest with myself, a sudden like that, and what comes with it, I don't know. I'm grateful. I'm grateful mine happened the way that it happened. So, all right. I had to discover as time went on that my path was my own. Now we're getting to it. Yeah. You have to forge your own path. We're all on the same path. We're all trudging the same road of destiny. We might be at different levels of the road, but you know what? I could stop for a little bit so you and I can connect arms and trudge together. I can always go backwards. It's just a quick hop for me. Okay? I can always go backwards, hit my basics so that I can hang out with the herd. You bet. We do this all the time. Okay. Sure. It's about meeting others where they are at. Okay. My recovery is a culmination of hundreds of other people that I have stolen from over the years. After a few 24 hours in AA fellowship, thanks especially to the sharing members in the meetings, I understood that everyone gradually finds his or her own pace in the moving through the steps. Through progress means I try to live according to the suggested principles. As a result of these steps, I can say today that my attitude towards life, people, and towards anything having to do with God has been transformed and improved. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks for letting me end it with that. I appreciate it. It's now 2:22. Everything happens for a reason. I love you all. I really do. I'll probably be back later. Peace out and have a day.